Hi everyone, today we will do some data manipulation before we start building the income statement inside our Power BI dashboard. By the way, all tutorial links you will be able to find in the description of this video. If you find these short tutorials valuable, please like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel. First of all, let's briefly look at the data structure that we currently have in our Power BI. I created a simple table in Excel to show it in a colorful way. This is our base table that lives here in Power BI. So here at the beginning, we have a couple of yellow columns. They're descriptive columns. By transforming these columns, we will be able to slice our income statement by segment, profit center, country, product, and date. Then we previously created some calculated columns for preliminary calculations. They're colored with gray, so we don't need them in our further calculations. And then we have colored columns with the revenues values, units sold values, cost of goods sold values, fixed cost values, and payroll values. Today, we will be working on these columns. So what I want to start with building an income statement with this structure. The requirements are the following. I want to be able to slice this profit and loss statement by country/profit center, by product. I also want to be able to switch on and off different types of costs and see how they affect the EBITDA. And finally, I want to be able to slice the income statement by segment. So the first exercise will be creation of separate tables for each parameter, like revenues, cost of goods sold, payroll, and so on, with the same yellow descriptive columns. So the numbers will be traveling from the base table to these new tables the following way. And then, for each parameter, we will be creating a new calculated column with tag, describing what parameter it is, whether it is a revenue, or a payroll, or it is a fixed cost. Now we can go to Power BI and start doing this exercise. We will start with building table for income statement parameters, beginning with units sold table. We will call it parameter units sold. We will be using selected columns function. First of all, we are specifying the table. In our case, it is our base table. Then we need to pick up the columns that we need: country, segment, product, date, and units sold. Closing brackets and pressing enter. Table is ready. Now moving to the revenues. Then we're moving to the cost of goods sold. Next parameter will be fixed cost for the management company. Then we're doing profit center fixed costs. Now we're moving to the payroll, starting with payroll for the profit centers. And finally, doing the table for the management company's payroll. Now it's time to add a column with the tag for each table that we've just created, starting with units sold, revenues, cost of goods sold, fixed cost for the management company, fixed cost for the profit centers, payroll for the management company, payroll for the profit centers. Now we're done with all these preliminary income statement tables with different parameters. It's time to consolidate all these tables into one main table. So that will be the topic of our next tutorial. As usually, all the links on tutorials you will be able to find in the description of this video. If you find these short tutorials valuable, please like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel.